I have a subscriber. He commented, he was like, why do you find more women attractive on semen retention? And guys, the reason why you find more women attractive on semen retention is because a lot of the women that enter your life, as far as like want to deal with you, want to communicate with you, want to be around you, it's going to be women with good energy, good vibes. See, another reason why you find women attractive on semen retention, and this is the main reason why you find them more attractive, is because you're becoming more spiritually minded. See, on semen retention, you see right through women. You know, you looking at the personality of a woman on semen retention. How she treats you, how she talk, how she carry herself, her actions. This is why you find more women more attractive on semen retention, because semen retention is going to attract a lot of women that's giving you positive vibes, that's giving you good energy. Now, does that always necessarily mean that semen retention is going to always attract the women that give you good energy? No. No, it's going to be women on this journey in disguise of a good woman, trying to drain your seed, trying to drain your energy. You got to be aware of those women too. But that's the reason why you find more women more attractive on semen retention. It's because you're becoming more spiritual. And those women that's coming around you, you know, in your orbit, in your, you know, in your life on semen retention, a lot of times they're going to be very, very respectful. They're going to have good vibes. They're going to be very nice to you. And even if a woman's face, her features does not look all that good, or her body don't look all that good, you're just going to find that woman still attractive because of how she's treating you. She might be treating you with, you know, giving you the utmost respect. She might be giving you the most respect. And you're going to find that more attractive than a woman with nice hips, cute face, but with a bad attitude. You're not going to find that attractive on semen retention. You know, another reason why you find more women more attractive on semen retention is because a lot of you guys are not used to retaining your sexual energy. You're just not used to retaining your sexual energy for that long. So a lot of times you still have a lot of lust in you, especially those beginning stages of semen retention. That first week, that second week, maybe the third week. You know, you're gonna want to sleep with, you know, your testosterone level and your sexual urges mainly. You know, it's gonna arouse. It's going to, you know, flare up in you. And you're just gonna want to sleep with any woman, you know, because it's just gonna flare up. You're gonna just have that lustful spirit. That's why you might find more women attractive on semen retention, because you're not used to not busting. You're not used to not holding in your seed. So you want to just smash anything that you see. And that's comes down to a lack of discipline. And that's a wrong mindset that you have. But it take, you know, not years, excuse me, it may take you like months to, you know, heal your mind. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months to heal your mind, so you can get you out of that lustful spirit. But this is why you find more women attractive on semen retention. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be looking at women from like, you know, a positive side, like especially like feminine, very feminine women. You're gonna find them very attractive. Women that's very, very feminine, you're gonna find them more attractive. You know, how they act, how they walk, how they talk to you, how they treat you. You're gonna just find that more attractive. Even if she does not have the nice waist, you know, the nice, you know, the big butt, the nice boobs, even if she does not have all that, you know, the nice features, you're just gonna like just see the beauty in feminine women, because you connecting with nature and you connecting with God. You having a more, you know what I'm saying? You having a very, you know, a very godly mindset on semen retention. You start to have a more of a godly mindset on semen retention. This is why you find more women attractive. Especially a woman that knows her place. No, especially a woman that's righteous. You're going to find that very attractive. But this is why you find more women more attractive on Semen Retention, man. Like I said, you guys got to make sure that it's not that lustful spirit. A lot of guys, they find more women attractive. You know, they find more women attractive on Semen Retention is because of lustful spirit. They have a very lustful spirit. They're not used to retaining that sexual energy. And those sexual urges. It make you just wonder this, you know, any woman, give her some. Because you're not used to retaining. Guys, you got to make sure you have some discipline on Semen Retention. For my new Semen Retention guys, you got to make sure you have some discipline. Because that's another reason why you might find women are more attractive. And a lot of guys, they'll just smash anything. A lot of guys, they got that mindset. They'll smash anything. Now, if it's been taken away from you that you can't have sex, you might find women more attractive. Because you can't have sex, so like your sexual urges is killing you. They killing you on this journey. Especially if you're a beginner, but you gotta hold out. You gotta hold fast. You gotta have discipline. You gotta keep yourself busy. You can't be worried about women. You know, when you first start this journey, you gotta be worried about purpose. That's another big reason why you find more women attractive. Because you want to sleep with them. You want to let out that seed, which is the no-no. Which is the lack of discipline when you let that seed out. You're not going to be able to heal by letting that seed out. You're not going to have a better mindset by letting that seed out. Because if you let it out, you're going to have a more lustful mindset. This is why you find more women attractive. No, for the guys that's been on it long-term Semen Retention, you mostly going to find women more attractive because, you know, they're feminine. You know, they're nice, they're sweet, they're kind, they're nurturing. Like, just how a woman walk, you know, feminine. You know, you're going to find, you know, that woman more attractive. Even if she don't have, like, really good features, but she got, you know, something, nice boobs or nice, you know, a big butt, you're going to still find her attractive, like. And for the guys that's, you know, like, been on this long term as well, you're going to find more women attractive based off of how they treat you. It's going to be mainly based off of how they treat you. How their personality is. How polite they are. Mainly. For the guys that have been on it long term. It's for the personality. It's for the righteousness. It's for the respect. It's for the love. It's for the appreciation. It's for the honor. That's why you're going to find more women attractive if you've been on this Semen Retention journey long term. You just like women in their feminine energy. You know, that's what's going to make you find more women attractive. You just love them in their feminine energy. Tell a woman feminine about how she walk. You know, the soft voice. Know how she look at you. Know how she embrace you. You know, when she hug you. Everything, man. You just gonna feel her energy, her feminine energy. This is why you're gonna find women more attractive on Semen Retention. But that does not mean you must release your sexual energy. That does not mean that. You still gotta behave. You still gotta be very, very disciplined. You still gotta know how far to take it with women. Because you don't Semen Retention. But this is the truth, guys. This is why you find women more attractive. it's either because you've been doing it long term, you've been on semen retention. Yeah, you've been on it long term or short term. If you've been on the short term, you mostly gonna find more women attractive because like you just not used to retaining that sexual energy. Man, you just gonna be wanting to have sex. You really gonna be wanting to smash, but you gotta hold it in. You gotta suck it up, hold it in. You know, you just want to smash anything, but you gotta stay disciplined until you get to that stage where you're doing it long term and watch how your mind change. You're gonna find more women attractive, like I said, based off of personality, character, what she does, what she says, her compassion, her sensitivity, her nurturing spirit, her feminine energy. This is how you're gonna find women attractive when you're doing it long term. So that stage of you finding more women attractive because you just want to let that semen out, you just want to smash, because you know it's hard to keep the discipline in the beginning stages, but it is possible. That's why you find more women attractive a lot of times in the beginner stage, when you've been doing it for just like a couple of weeks. No, you're gonna want to get off. You're gonna want to give a female that slab, that slab work. This is why. But you gotta hold it in. You gotta stay masculine. You gotta stay disciplined. You gotta have that self-control. It gotta be purpose over pleasure. You gotta have that mindset in order to get to that higher stage of spirituality on semen retention. So you can then view women as not sexual objects, but nurturers. Feminine energy. And you just view them for like who they are. For their personality. For their righteousness. For their love and kindness. But in order for you to get to that stage, you got to go past them a couple of weeks, man. Maybe 1 or 2 months for your mind to change. But it's going to eventually change. But this is why you view women. You know, and you notice you're more attractive, to women. Once you pass that beginner stage. Once you 1 month in, 2 months in, you're more attractive to women too, because you really have discipline. You no longer gonna like view women as like within the lust of the eye. No, you're not gonna be isolating women. No, oh, just because she's beautiful and she's not that beautiful, no, I'm gonna see the beautiful woman different from the other woman. Nah, once you put past that beginner stage, once you start, getting on semen just in long term, 1 month, 2 months, you're gonna be no prospective person, because God is no prospective person. You're gonna view women for how they treat you. I'm gonna go with the woman that treat me the best. That celebrate me. That love me. That want to serve me. That want to be my backbone. That want to help me. This is how you gonna view women. But first you gotta get past that beginning stage where you see women, within the lust of the eye. That's when you first start this journey. Those couple of weeks. You might have to do a whole month in for your mindset to change. But this is why you find more women attractive on semen retention. It is because in the beginning stage, it's because you have a lustful spirit. A lot of times, not all the time, a lot of times. Because that sexual urge, you so used to just smashing. When that sexual urge flare up, you so used to just releasing it. Now you gotta hold it in. So you just want to smash anything. But long term, you're gonna see women for who they really are. And you're gonna, want to be around women that celebrate you and treat you good. Instead of being around women that look really good but have a bad attitude. You're not gonna want to be around those type of women. I'm telling you guys. But this is how it is, man. You become more spiritual, on semen retention. This is why you find more women attractive when you're doing it long term. But short term, It's the other way around. It's because you're still lusting after women. So guys, man, you gotta stay on this journey for your mindset to change so you can level up spiritually. So you can view women